Hey there, everyone. I'm Michelle.
I'm Jim, and we are
A Teague of Your Own. Welcome to another Motivational Monday.
Let's get motivated.
Woohoo! All right. Merry Christmas. Yay. It's less than a week away.
Yes.
And we are not in our usual recording place.
No.
We're someplace sunnier.
That's true, even though you'd be hard pressed to tell from the people walking around outside with long pants and jackets on.
It's sunny and it's warm and it's not snowy and cold.
No. And I was just outside in it in shorts and a t-shirt, and people were staring at me like I was nuts. Yeah. I wasn't the only one, though.
No,
so there was others.
That's because those are people who aren't used to, actual cold.
Right. Yeah. They're used to this cold, which is shorts and t-shirts weather for us.
Now, to be fair, it was down into the 40s last night.
Yes.
Which for them here, it's cold.
I was outside in shorts and a t-shirt and that too. So
I know. But at home it was down into I want to say the 20s or the upper teens.
Yes, and I would not be out in shorts and a t-shirt and that. No.
So we get to spend some warmth and sunshiny time a little bit further south than where we live, and believe me, it's wonderful right now.
It's very nice.
Yeah, had a great weekend. Wonderful weekend. We were actually in West Palm this weekend.
Yes.
And got to spend some time with friends of ours. I love getting together. For those of you who aren't part of the Empowered Living community, I strongly suggest that you seek out the Empowered Living community. You can find them on Facebook.
Yeah, they're easy to find.
Mm-hmm.
They're not. It's not hard.
It isn't. They're not a secret group.
Yeah, they're not trying to hide.
Literally go into Facebook. I can't remember if they're on LinkedIn or not. Do a search for Empowered Living. You will find them. Paul Martinelli runs that, and we get to spend some time with Paul. He had a Christmas party on Saturday evening at his home. He and Holly hosted all of us for their annual Christmas party. Fabulous. Oh my God. I love that they said it was heavy hors d'oeuvres.
Yeah, no, it was a meal. If that was hors d'oeuvres, that was the heaviest of heavy hors d'oeuvres.
Yeah. Let me tell you, the pasta.
Yeah, the pasta station. Wow. That was, that's not hors d'oeuvres. So that's a full-blown meal.
So good.
Made me regret that I'd eaten something before I got there.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't sure what to expect.
You ate a salad before you.
Well, that's true. So yeah.
It was a salad.
Yeah. But I wish I hadn't eaten that.
Yeah. No.
Still took up room.
Valuable space.
Valuable space. Yes. Valuable real estate was taken up by a salad.
Something tells me that when you go to that big comfy couch in the sky with all the puppies that have gone before you,
Mm-hmm.
that your regret is going to be the salad that took up space.
Yeah.
As opposed to some of the
Lots
desserts
of other things.
and
Dessert, well,
it was good.
Well, the desserts weren't taking up space.
No, they
the
weren't.
desserts were the space was there for the desserts. Because that was a good cheat day.
They had this salted caramel covered in chocolate. Oh my gosh, it was just amazing. Anyway, got to spend some time with Paul and Holly and Andy and Michael, and Thomas was there, and a whole bunch of people that our friend Margaret Rose was there. Y'all are going to get to meet Margaret Rose. I want to say next Monday. She's going to be a guest on our show.
Oh, okay.
Michael, you're going to get to meet him. He's going to be a guest on our show after the new year. So we got some guests who are going to be on here talking about some of the things that they're working on.
Yeah.
Wonderful things. In fact, for those of you who don't know who Margaret Rose is, she is the creator of Enos and Earl.
Yes.
Yeah, Enos and Earl, the deer, hysterical. Look them up on Facebook. Truly hysterical. She has one of the most creative minds. Just goes all over the place. So she's a lot of fun. Some of you are aware that this past week my uncle passed away. My uncle Joe was 75. He had served our country back during Vietnam. The earliest memories I have of him was when he was working for Levitt's, the furniture company. He worked for Levitt's for years, years and years and years, running their store down there in Wilmington, Delaware. And after Levitt's went away, he went to work for BJ
Yeah, BJ's Wholesale. Yeah.
And he was the store manager there in Springfield, in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, he did that for years.
He did that till he retired.
Yeah.
And he did partial retirement, and then he fully retired probably about 2-3 years ago.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, it hasn't been that long.
What's interesting though is while he left a big impression on me and on our family, and I know he's left a huge impression on other people. That's not how he wants to be remembered. I'm not sure how he wanted to be remembered.
Yeah, I don't know. It's
and one of the things that we wanted to talk about today was, what are you doing to make your mark on the world? What is it that you're going to leave behind? Because when I look at what he left behind, there's a whole bunch of memories there. But there isn't anything tangible.
Right. Yeah. Was never married.
No. He was never
had any children.
Never had any children. I was his only niece. And then, he had Jeffrey and Katie.
Yeah.
But other than that, he didn't really have anyone. And so I don't know. My mom is 6 years older than him.
Yeah, I think that's right. Yeah.
My mom's 6 years older than him, and she would appreciate your thoughts and prayers, because it's been a very difficult time for her. She took care of him for almost a year now. She's been taking care of him.
Yeah, but it's almost as if he decided he wanted to just sort of pass through quietly. And, there's no funeral.
No.
Nothing. He just.
And I realized that's what he wanted.
That's what he wanted.
And okay. However, in me, I want, and you're the same way. I want people to realize what he did, and I want other people to have the opportunity to come forward and say, "This is what he did for me.
Yeah.
This is the impact he had on my life."
And we'll never know.
Well, no,
we will never know. And to me, it feels incomplete.
Yeah, it's very sad.
Yeah,
because we don't have that opportunity. So what we wanted to talk about today is, what mark are you leaving on the world? What is it if you get to go up to that big comfy couch in the sky, and you get to go to your final reward? How are people going to know that you were here? What kind of a mark did you leave on this world? What are you leaving behind for the next generations, for the people who are here now? What did you do that was a positive input into this world? So what would you say?
My first question is, does it have to be a couch? I want a recliner.
Well, no, because I'm thinking the puppies up there.
Oh, well, okay.
Because you've got, Peaches and BJ and Mike and Herb and
Huckleberry and Irish.
And that's a big couch. They can't fit on a recliner with you.
Okay. Can it be a couch with a recliner built into it?
You can do that.
Okay. That way I can take naps.
Yes. All right. So, what do you want to be known for when you're up there with all the puppy dogs?
What do I want to be known for by everybody left behind?
Yes.
That I was A lot of fun, I hope.
Okay.
And that I was dedicated to helping people learn and advance their lives, because that's basically what I've done my whole life as as an educator.
Yeah. So Dave Jones, good friend of ours, they're in Johnstown, say, making my dent in the universe is a lifelong event. Yes, it is. And this is something that you have to do over the course of your life. When you, at some point in time, though, you reach an age where you're just like, what kind of a dent have I made? And you reflect upon what it is that you've truly accomplished, and you can make shifts and changes so that you know that you've had that positive impact on people's lives.
Now, what do you want to leave behind?
Um, uh, I'd like to leave behind several different programs that I've started that help people improve their own skills. And that's one of the things that we do is we help people with their leadership, communication, and teamwork skills. What I'd like to think is the programs that I put in place and the trainings that I do and the coaching that I do has a positive impact, so that those people will then turn around and share what they've learned with other people, so that you have this continued process of people helping other people. That's what I would like to leave behind.
Yeah, for me, it's also with a lot of the work that we're doing now, where we're working with companies. I hope that part of the legacy is going to be that we helped a lot of companies to progress, to be more productive, to be more profitable, and to contribute to the country. Because that's one of the things that I personally feel is that this country can't survive. The world can't survive, but this country definitely can't survive if we don't have a growing and thriving business industry.
Correct.
I mean, it's got to be there. And I'm always amazed at the people who seem to think that that's optional. It's like, no, it is not optional. We have to have a thriving economy.
Yes.
And we're still the engine that drives the world, whether some people want to believe that or not. And so we have to have that. And so that's why, that's another part of our legacy is being able, and that's part of what we want to do is expand on that, is being able to go out there, help these companies to be successful, help train people to go from being managers to being leaders.
Right.
So these companies could be more effective, more profitable. They can help, grow our economy. They can help provide the things in this world that people want and need, and help a lot of people, with making a living, being able to provide for themselves. And I think that's critically important.
I agree. And the way that you do that is you build up the leaders within those organizations, the ones that are making the decisions, the ones that are influencing the other people who are in there, and help them with their communication skills, help them with their leadership skills, help them build up their team itself. Get them all on the same page, going in the same direction.
Right. And getting the current leaders in a position where they are ready to lead and guide and mentor the incoming generation. And that's going to be a big challenge because things are changing and they're changing rapidly. And right now there's a lot of managers who are not even close to ready for what is coming. They have no idea what's coming. That's what's crazy. They don't know what's coming. I do. We do.
Well, and to that part, and Dave, you're right. Leaving a mark on the universe is a matter of respected actions that are indicative of who you are and your character. You're right. And part of being a good leader is building up that character.
Yes.
And building good character. I firmly believe you can't call yourself a leader in the sense of you have to have a form of ethics. You have to have morals.
Yes.
And you have to have good character to be an actual leader to me. People who act unethically, people who have no morals, people like the Hitlers and the Mussolinis and the Stalins of the world are not leaders to me. Because they lacked that sense of ethics and morals. So for me, you have to have those morals and ethics and good character to become a leader. So you're right, Dave. Part of this is what is your character and who are you truly being. And until you can develop that fully, you're not going to have the ability to lead and be a true leader.
Right.
You're just going to be an evil person who isn't all that great. And Dave's saying, in most cases, it's not a matter of a single event. The rare occasion is the soldier willing to put their country and citizens ahead of their own desires. And that's the case of what leaders do, is they put other people's lives, but also other people, what other people need, what other people want to achieve ahead of what they themselves need to want and achieve. A true leader will do that. A true leader will take a look at what others need to accomplish and will set aside their own personal goals and focus on the goals of what's best for the people who are following them and for the organization
Right.
itself.
A servant leader.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's exactly what will happen. And so when you're looking at leaving your mark on this world, that's one of the things that you have to think about.
Right.
Is what did you do for the other people who are out there? How were you a servant leader?
Right.
Where you helped those in your organization or on your team achieve what it is that they wanted to make. And thank you, Dave. What did you do to help other people to achieve their goals? Yeah. Because in the end, that's what they're going to remember you for.
Right.
Is what you did to help them make their own mark on the world.
Right.
And what did you do to create more leaders?
And, and I think it's okay at the end for all of these people to come together and talk about how you impacted their lives. I really wish
I know
there's going to be more, because I'd love to know the stories, and we'll never know. Yeah. We'll never know.
One of the things I know has happened to some of my friends when their parents pass away or their grandparents passed away, and they would have a funeral, or they'd at least have a viewing, or they'd have some type of public memorial service, is the stories that would come out during that time. And a lot of times the families don't know.
They don't know
what this person has truly accomplished until you hear those stories from outsiders. Yeah. And so you're right. I wish my uncle would have given us that opportunity. But that's not what he wanted.
That's not what he wanted. No.
And so for those of you, I know this goes out to LinkedIn and this goes out to Facebook. If any of you knew my uncle and have a story to share about what he did to make things better, please share that with the rest of the world. Because I don't want his legacy or his memory to end right now. I want people to know that he was a good person and he did something to help others. We just don't have the story from
We just don't have the stories. We just don't know.
So that's what I would ask for all of you. I would ask for all of you to share the stories of the good people that you have in your lives, and to let them know of what they did to help you. Let them know and let the world know what they did to help you be a better person, because that's going to be the true legacy that they leave. Make sense?
Makes perfect sense.
Okay. And this is a perfect time of the year to do that.
Yeah.
It's Christmas time. It's Hanukkah time. Getting into Kwanzaa. It's going to be a new year before we know it. Take the time to sit down and send those virtual thank yous out here using the internet to let the world know of all the good things that people have done for you and helped you get to where you are. Publicly acknowledge them here on social media platforms, because that way the rest of the world will be able to acknowledge them too. Make sense?
Makes perfect sense to me.
Cool beans.
All right.
All right. If you haven't registered yet for our webinar this afternoon, and what's our webinar on this afternoon?
Leadership lessons from ugly Christmas sweaters.
It is. We've got our webinar a little less than an hour away. It's at 12:15 Eastern Time, which is 9:15 a.m. Pacific Time. Register for it, where we have fun. If you're busy this afternoon, can't make it to the live webinar, register and we will send you the recording. But this is my favorite webinar of the entire year. It really is. Because it's just wacky, it's fun, and you learn something. Amazing how that works. Do you know that you can learn when you're having fun?
You still got that picture of my ugly Christmas sweater in there?
What do you think?
Oh man, I bet you do.
Tune in and you
if
can
you want to
find
see
out. You're not the only one wearing the ugly Christmas sweater in the picture.
Yeah, I know.
I know. It's great.
But mine's the ugliest, so.
So register for the leadership lessons from ugly Christmas sweaters. We've got that going on less than an hour. If you're busy, like I said, register and we'll send you the recording. Other than that, have a Merry Christmas, everyone, and a Happy Hanukkah. Hanukkah began last night. I know several of you out there celebrate Hanukkah. Happy Hanukkah, Merry Christmas, and we will see you next Monday when it'll be the 26th when Kwanzaa begins.
Day after Christmas.
Yep, Boxing Day. All right, everyone, have a wonderful week and happy holidays. Bye.
Bye.